Good morning, everybody. Hope you guys are having an awesome day and an amazing life. Happy New Year to every single one of you. It's 2024. Time's flying by. That's absolutely crazy that we are in this new year. I feel like everyone says that every time the new year comes. Time is flying by. It's so crazy. But lo and behold, we're here. 2024. This is going to be a great year. I'm not going to make any promises, false claims that I've made many times on this channel where I'm going to be but I will be trying to make more videos and upload more frequently on this channel. I want to kind of talk today a little bit about this topic since it's the new year. You know, a lot of us have new Year's resolutions, and we have these new goals. And I think it's a rebirth. It's kind of like the phoenix. You know, the old is dead, and from the old arises this new phoenix, this new us, this new you, this new me, and it's a beautiful thing. You know, this kind of this mark in the sand that, hey, this December, you know, is 2023 is done, 2024 is here, and I want to work on all these things that I kind of left just hanging out in 2023. You know, whether that's my health, whether that's my spirituality, whether that's my mental health, whether that's, you know, how much money do I want to make this year, whatever goals that we have. You know, we try our best, and life gets in the way, or our procrastination gets in the way, or, you know, a myriad of things get in the way, and then lo and behold, the year's over, and we might not have accomplished all the things that we wanted to. So with the new year, I wanted to talk about the footsteps, you know, because there's a really, you know, common expression in English, you have to learn to walk before you can run. And if you think about footsteps, this is a big thing in Islam, especially like following the sunnah of the prophets, right? The footsteps of the prophets. What are we doing here? We are following his actions, what he did, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And then the opposite is you can choose the footsteps of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or you can choose the footsteps of Iblis, Shaitan, the devil. So essentially, it's good and bad, right? You're following the footsteps of, you know, towards goodness, or you're taking footsteps towards evil. And evil could be not the way that you might think of evil, but it could be, you know, the negligence of the things that you should be doing, that you know you should be doing, that we should be doing, that we're not doing, that we are just kind of day by day digging ourselves deeper into this hole, and then it becomes so hard to get back up and to pursue that goal of goodness that we had, whether that was losing weight or so. Think of it in that way: good and evil, good and bad, maybe accomplishing goals and procrastination, whatever it is, you know, however you want to think about it. You know, we are following every day. You are taking steps, right? And so, for example, let's say this year my goal is that I want to be healthy. I want to, and it has to be specific. We can't just make a goal, I want to be healthy. What does that mean, right? What does being healthy mean to you? That could be that I want to lose 10 pounds, or I want to gain 10 pounds of muscle, or I want to be able to run a mile in 6 minutes. Whatever it is, you have to specify the goal. And so if my goal was to lose 10 pounds, or let's just make it a little bit more, you know, a little bit, let's just make it a bit more of a goal, 10 pounds. Let's just say I want to lose 50 pounds, right? In 1 year, I want to lose 50 pounds, or maybe 25 pounds. I want to lose 25 pounds in this year. Now, every single day, I'm taking a step toward that. I'm eating a salad. I'm choosing not to eat the donut. I'm going for a walk. I'm exercising. Maybe I join a new gym. Maybe I encourage my friends and we go play racquetball together. Maybe I start doing more physical activities just throughout my day, you know, getting a stand-up desk and standing instead of sitting all the time. So those are small steps, right? These are the footsteps that you are taking towards your goal of goodness. And so you're following in the footsteps of others who have done this before, right? Because it's not like magic that we don't know what to do to lose weight. We know what to do. We've seen it. It's tried and tested methods, and so these footsteps that we follow, these are the footsteps of others that have done this work. And so we as Muslims, we believe in following the footsteps of our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And this channel is in no means just an Islamic channel. I really want to make that clear. This is not. It's for everybody. Everyone is invited here. They're welcome here. I'm hoping that this could serve as a community for all faiths and all backgrounds that we can come and share. But that being said, I am a Muslim, and this is my channel. And so, the lens that I'm looking at the world and at my life is going to always be through the Islamic lens. And so if you look at the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, he also he encompassed everything. So to stick with the diet example, his method was 1/3 air, 1/3 water, 1/3 food. Meaning in our stomach, if your stomach is this big, you want to just eat 1/3 of it for the food, 1/3 of it for the water, and 1/3 of it for air, and that's very interesting that he said that. What happens to us if we eat too much food, right? We say it's like the food is up to here, I can't breathe. It's because there's space in our bodies for all of these things, and if you overeat, now you've taken the space for your other bodily functions, and you just feel this heaviness and this lethargy, and it's just we've been there, right? Maybe I've been there too many times, I don't know. But anyways, so those are the footsteps that we're taking, and so the opposite of that is also true. And in Islam, we call that the footsteps of the devil, right? And the devil's smart. He doesn't just come and just tell you to go to the extreme. He carries you there slowly, because for example, let's just say you never smoked a cigarette, never vaped in your life, and if you haven't, that's amazing. Please do not let anyone tempt you to do these, to try it, or it's not worth it. Trust me. And anyways, there's a whole video that I'm gonna make on this subject and in the future. But if let's just say you never smoked, never vaped in your life, and then you started, let's just say Shaitan, the devil, Iblis comes and is like, hey, why don't you try heroin? It's not gonna, like, you've never even smoked a cigarette. How are we gonna jump from cigarette to heroin? Not gonna happen, right? He knows that. It's gonna be slow. Maybe you'll get an invite with your friends. You're gonna go and it's gonna be at a hookah bar. Oh, I've never been to a hookah bar. You'll be there. Hey, why don't you, have you ever tried hookah? Hey, take a little puff. Whatever. Benign, right? Hookah. Everyone does it. Whatever. It's cultural. Hookah. Then maybe they'll, evolve into cigar, or maybe a cigarette. One cigarette. You're not gonna get addicted to one cigarette. And then, whatever it is, you eventually, the footsteps, slowly, he's gonna get you to the vaping. Something that you never thought you would do. And now from there, he's not done with you now. He's got you this far, right? Now he's gonna begin. Now he's gonna begin getting you to take those other footsteps into darker regions, because the vape isn't enough. Now we need to go and do the next thing, or whatever it is. And so slowly, and it could be that vaping, in that scenario, it ends at vaping. But you see, you've introduced something into your life now that is negative for your well-being. So what will happen? Now it will become easier for us, right, to choose other negative things and easily bring them into our lives. Instead of choosing the good thing, we're going to be more inclined, or it's going to be easier to choose the bad, the negative, the harmful for us, for our well-being. And so this is something that I wanted to just quickly talk about, and I think it's a very beautiful thing in Islam, this idea of like the footsteps, because change doesn't happen overnight. It's slow. It takes time. It's like walking. If you were to walk a mile, it's gonna take you time. You're gonna get to look around and enjoy the journey. Versus if you're in the Tesla Plaid X 1010, you're gonna get there in like 5 seconds, right? And you're gonna miss everything. And that's just not how progress happens within ourselves. It might happen in the world, but even then it doesn't. It takes time, right? So if you have goals for 2024 that you want to accomplish, first and foremost, Write them down. Be specific. Don't just say, I want to lose weight. How much weight do you want to lose? And what are you going to do to get there? Okay, because if you have a goal but no way to get to the goal, you're not going to, it's going to be very hard to make it, right? Then, who am I going to follow? Because, perhaps you and I, we don't have the knowledge necessary to change our diet, change the food that we're eating, and perhaps we don't even know what food we shouldn't be eating and what food is better for our health. And then, what exercises should I be doing? And perhaps, there's so many different types of exercises. There might be an exercise that you might like better than another. So maybe you find a person who is really into that, and he has mastered or she has mastered that, and that's who you follow, their footsteps. Okay, so I think so. First, write down your goals, write down how you're going to get to your goal, and then find a mentor, find a role model. We have so many resources online, books. There's just so much information out there. So find that, and then you have to work. You have to be disciplined. At the end of the day, the footsteps, each footstep you're taking, it's your doing. You're doing it. It's your effort, right? The example is that, unfortunately, that when we are going towards the bad, it's like a really nice incline downhill, right? It's just like we can just run towards those things. It doesn't take any effort. Like gaining weight, no, it's pretty easy. Gain weight, donut. Become a drug addict, pretty easy. Not very difficult. Become an addict to anything. It doesn't take much. It's easy. It's downhill. But this is the tricky thing about life and about the world. The good things, I want to lose weight, I want to get my mental health in better shape, I want to take my business to the next level, I want to get my family in a house. That's an uphill. It's an uphill, but it's not like this, right? It's not like Mount Everest. It's a sharp, and no, it's an incline, but it's manageable. And don't look at the top. We're not worried about the top. We're not worried about the summit. We are worried about one step at a time. So I hope this video serves as a motivation for you, for myself, for anyone who's watching. This is the year, everyone. This is the year that you and I are going to accomplish all of the things that we have put on the back burner, all the things that we've been neglecting. We can do it. This is the year. And I want to end with this. We have to really, with all of the things that are happening in this world, if you're living under a cave, get out of that cave, because there's a lot of things that are happening in the world. I just want to mention what's happening in Palestine. It's been going on for months and months. 22,000 plus people have died. Okay, that's how they're starting their new year. They also had goals and ambitions. They also had these dreams. They wanted to have the footsteps, but God had a different plan for them. That was not their destiny. And we don't understand why God does what he does, because we're not God. And that would defeat the purpose logically of being like what God is, right? God knows all. We have limited knowledge. He has infinite knowledge. So we might look at something and be like, dude, this is so disgusting. How could God allow this? We don't have all the information. We don't have all the knowledge. Our sight is limited. He knows everything. So that being said, I don't want to get into too deeply into all of that, but let's, I hope that we can really appreciate what we have, because it would be unfair and unjust, even more in my thinking, that if we waste this new year and we just let the depression and the negativity consume us, and the ingratefulness come into our being, and let the shaitan and the devil and the bad footsteps just lead us to this darkness. We have all of this. We have so much. We have our bodies. We're alive. There's no bombs falling. Our children, alhamdulillah, they're alive. Our parents, your spouse, we have so much. Okay, so let's be grateful. And that's the goal for this channel, for myself first and foremost, and I hope for all of you, is this year, let's be grateful. Let's really take a good, close, careful look at all of the things that we have and all the things that we don't even realize that we have. 2024, it's a new year. Let's change our visions. Let's let's get to where we want to be. And I hope and I pray that we can all accomplish our goals. And I hope and I pray. I just want to end with a short dua for the people of Palestine. Ya Allah, may you please help the people of Palestine. Ya Allah, may you give them freedom. Ya Allah, may you give them peace. Ya my Rabb, may you provide all of their dead the status of martyrs. Ya my Rabb, may you please help us to realize what we have been given and not to squander our lives. Ya my Rabb, may you please unite us with our brothers and our sisters who have lost their lives in Palestine. May you unite us with them in Jannat al-Firdaus. Ya my Rabb, please protect all of those that are suffering, Ya Allah, in Palestine. Please protect all of those children, Ya Allah, who have lost their mothers, the fathers who have lost their children. Ya my Rabb, we ask you to always help us, and may you remind us the purpose of our lives, and may you please help us, Ya my Rabb. Ya Allah, may you help us to come together and see the common ground instead of fighting with each other. Ya Allah, may you please resolve the conflict in Palestine, Ya Allah, and bring peace to the region. Ya Allah, thank you so much, Ya Rabbal Alameen. Ameen, ameen. I'll see you guys in the next one. Tomorrow, we're going to Florida, so I'm gonna make a video about that, and much more content to come. More things like this. I think I'm gonna be shying away a little bit from vlogging. More stuff like this. So please like, subscribe, leave a comment in the you know where to leave it. All right, see you guys.